Welcome. Today's exciting topic is a man who needs no introduction. No, it's not me. It's Elon freaking Musk. If you guys have been paying attention to what's going on in the news right now, it should be no shock to you that Elon Musk is attempting to buy Twitter, right? He is trying to buy Twitter. In this video, we're going to get into the reasons why he is trying to make such a big move and why he's buying Twitter and how he could profit on Twitter and what is his strategies for buying Twitter. If you're brand new to this channel right now, or if you've been here a few times and you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't smashed the like button, it feels really good. Smash that like button and definitely hit our notification button so that you don't miss out on any of the exciting videos that we do about business, real estate, and entrepreneurship. Today, I'm gonna take a deep dive into entrepreneurship and business and real estate and how everything works together with Twitter. First of all, guys, if you didn't know, who the hell is Elon Musk? Elon Musk is an immigrant from South Africa who also started a company called PayPal. And then he started a company called SpaceX. And then he started a company called Tesla. Now, why the hell does he want to buy a company called Twitter, started by a guy named Jack Dorsey? Well, you guys might have heard of a guy called the Orange Man, AKA the 45th president of the United States, AKA Trump, AKA President Donald J. Trump, AKA the most hated man in America previously. Now we know who it is, right? Anyways, one of the things that I currently do all the time is I study successful people. Elon Musk is a super successful person. He has built many companies, and we're gonna go through a few right now. I mentioned several of them, but if I go to my computer right now, I don't know if you guys remember it, Elon Musk's history of companies is what we're gonna type in. He has owned some major companies that you may not even know. So basically, if you look, he attended the Kingston, Ontario, Queen's University, and he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, and he got a physics degree in 1997, right? So he's a little bit older than me. I graduated high school in 1996. He graduated college in 1997. Now, this is where things get interesting, guys. And one thing I want you to do right now, comment below, what do you think the first cryptocurrency is? All right. Now that you've done that, I want to tell you what the answer is, in my opinion, PayPal. And that goes into basically when Musk graduated. So he felt that the internet had much more potential to change society. In 1995, he founded Zip2, a company that provided maps and businesses directions for online newspapers. Zips2 was basically bought by Compaq. So Compaq Computers, which I don't even think exists anymore. So he sold that out for $307 million. Zip2 sold to Compaq Computers for $307 million. And this is right after he got out of college. Then he started X.com, which then became PayPal. And that was in 1999, okay? So the online auction company, eBay, bought PayPal. If you guys don't know this, it's pretty interesting. And this is going to segue so nicely into our video about where I'm going, because one of the guys that I used to study all of the time his name is Carl Icahn. Comment below if you know who Carl Icahn is. If you do not know who Carl Icahn is, you really should, because he's probably Elon Musk like 30 years ago. Okay, so what Elon Musk is doing right now with Twitter, Carl Icahn has done to Texaco, to TWA, to tens and tens and tens of companies all around the country. It's called a hostile takeover, a corporate raidership, right? Why is Elon Musk doing that? So I want to go back a little bit where I was just talking about. So first of all, so when he started PayPal, he sold that to eBay for $1.5 billion. Did you hear me? $1.5 billion. So first business, he builds up right after college, sells it for $370 million or $307 million, whatever number I just said, I think it was 307. Then he builds X.com, which he renames PayPal, sells it to eBay for $1.5 billion. Pretty good first two business moves, right? The interesting thing though, is that was my answer for the question. What was the first cryptocurrency? PayPal. right? If you're looking about digital currency, the first digital currency was PayPal. And Elon Musk started it and sold it 20 years ago. He sold it 20 years ago to eBay. Now, why is PayPal becoming successful again? Like, have you noticed like PayPal has kind of gone back? And here's the funniest part, all these parallels here, right? Who started Square? Have you heard of the company Square? Well, Square started by Jack Dorsey, who started Twitter. Isn't this crazy? So the really mainframe digital currency that really started going was Square. You guys know about the POS system, which is a point of sale. Pretty much everybody who didn't have a business now has a business because of Square, and that's because of Jack Dorsey. But the original cryptocurrency was PayPal, which was started by Elon Musk, who then sold out to eBay. Now, about 7 or 8 years ago, Carl Icahn did exactly what Elon Musk is doing right now to Twitter. He took a huge stake within eBay and he wanted to separate PayPal from eBay and replace the management, right? It's called a company flip, right? That's what essentially did. He looks for the parts of the company. He's like, all right, I'm Carl Icahn. I'm buying eBay. What are the assets under eBay? Well, they own PayPal. They own this, they own that. He's like, well, PayPal, that's a separate company. Psh, we knew that, right? They're not doing anything. We diluted the brand. And if you guys didn't notice, PayPal really took a crap for the last 15 years under eBay's management. Like when it came out firing. And then literally it was just a tool that eBay really used for selling products on eBay. And you really didn't use it anywhere else. And that's when things like Square, formulated by the guy who is now being taken over by Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey. I mean, how weird is that? Like, how weird is that? Okay, we've got Elon Musk, who started X.com, which then turned into PayPal, which was then bought out by eBay, which 20 years later, Carl Icahn then says that company should be separated into two companies. Now eBay's going again, and now Twitter's being taken over by Elon Musk, whose founder, Jack Dorsey, started Square.com. Okay, so it's just kind of crazy, right? How this whole thing's going on. So let's get into why Elon Musk is buying Twitter, okay? First of all, if you guys don't know, he's a huge consumer of Twitter, right? Elon Musk is an absolute avid reader. He's an avid consumer, and he's got a ton of influence, right? He is a market maker. When he does something, the market pays attention. When he smokes pot on Joe Rogan's podcast, the market pays attention. Tesla stocks dropped when he huffed a doobie in Joe Rogan's podcast, right? The market's paying attention to what Elon Musk is doing. When he launched rocket ships on SpaceX, the market paid attention. NASA paid attention. So he's someone that people pay attention to. This is what happened. If you guys have not been paying attention, we're gonna go back. And one fact to note, Tate, that I did just research the other day is that the entire board of Twitter owns a total of 77 shares. So what he said to the board is, I don't think your guys' goals align with the shareholders. Who owns the company? The shareholders. Who runs the company? The board, okay? You need to pay attention to that. So these are some of the headlines. Elon Musk invests $15 billion of his own money to buy Twitter. Ooh, this is 1 hour ago. Let's go right to here. The billionaire, who is the second biggest shareholder with a 9.1%, is planning to launch a tender offer in about 10 days and has tapped Morgan Stanley to raise another $10 billion in debt. According to Musk, who owns Tesla, is also Tesla's chief executive officer, but may be willing to borrow against his current stake if necessary. The social media company adopted a poison pill last week to protect itself from Musk's initial $43 billion buyout offer. So the interesting thing about the buyout offer, guys, and I'm gonna get into this real quick, but he's such a funny dude. He literally made it $69.420 or something like that. Let's go into what his buyout offer was. $54.20. And then he said on Twitter that 69.420% of statistics are incorrect. So he's got a great sense of humor, this guy does, but his offer is $54.20, AKA smoke a doobie on Rogan's podcast, which I think is hilarious. So basically that $54.20 is 18% premium on top of what the current share price is. Now let's look at what a poison pill is, right? Because when you guys hear poison pill, you're like, oh, well, they've done something right for this guy. So what is a poison pill? A poison pill refers to a defense strategy used by a target firm, AKA Twitter, to prevent or discourage a potential hostile takeover. Wow, how did I know it was a hostile takeover? because he wants to take them over and they don't want to be taken over. That's what's called a hostile takeover. It's like literally I'm buying a property right now where I own 50% of the interest and the other guy doesn't want me as his partner. Guess what I'm doing? A hostile takeover. You can do the same thing in real estate, the same thing in the stock market, the same thing in anything. If you're partners with somebody who doesn't want to be partners with you and your intention is to kick them out of the partnership, you're doing a hostile takeover. Yeah, so this is why the stock market is freaking rigged, like I told you before. So it allows other investors in the company besides the guy who's trying to acquire it. So they're basically diluting the share price and trying to make him pay more than what he agreed to pay it for, right? Now let's talk about why is Elon Musk buying Twitter. Now that we've taken a deep dive into like what a poison pill is, now that we've taken a deep dive into what a hostile takeover is, why on earth does Elon Musk want to buy Twitter? Well, number one, he recognizes that Twitter, just like PayPal, was the first social media. And has probably one of the biggest audiences across the globe. And since they excommunicated Trump off of Twitter, really Twitter hasn't been taken seriously, just like Facebook hasn't been taken seriously, just like Instagram hasn't been taken seriously, because they basically eliminated the 45th president's free speech, right? By basically saying, we don't agree with that, we're going to take it away, right? Why is he trying to buy it out? Why is he attempting to do a hostile takeover? Is he buying it to make money? Abso-freaking-lutely. Has this guy ever not made money? He bought this company, sold it to that company for $370 million. He bought this company, sold it to that company for $1.5 billion. Tesla is worth all this much money. What the heck is he gonna do? Well, he is going to try to build the largest social media. Oh, and I did want to show you guys one thing real quick while I'm thinking about it. So while I was doing the research on this video, I watched a YouTube video on Jack Dorsey, and it's almost comical how bad this interview was and how crazy Jack Dorsey is starting to look. So basically, my whole point here is that Jack Dorsey should not be running his company anymore, and that probably Elon Musk should be running his company, okay? So let's talk again about like, where's Elon Musk gonna make money here? We're gonna go into the market cap of Twitter like we did the other day when we had examined the stock market, right? Oh, here comes the poison pill. So at $0 per share, Ned Siegel, the chief financial officer, got 221,000 shares that he didn't pay for. He got them for free. And then Vidya got 187,000 shares for free. These all happened post-offer. So you can just see there's all this sort of nepotism going on with this stock. So Twitter opened originally at like $43.50. And then it went down all the way down to like 14 bucks in kind of the crash here from 15. It got, the lowest that I see it ever got was in 2016, it was worth 14 bucks, right? And now it's been climbing, and when we go to 2020, it was at a low of $25.20. So currently, since Elon got involved, it looks like the dip was 3.7, and it's been climbing from 3.7 at 33 bucks, it's now at $45. So it's up 12 bucks since he's bought it, okay? So this gives us some information about, you know, what's going on. All right, we're gonna go back to the headlines real quick. We've examined the stock now, and we're gonna need to condense this video down a little bit because I'm going a little bit long right now, but I want you guys to take the dive with me so you can figure out why the hell he bought this company. All right, guys, so he is taking on Twitter to do the following. 1, to build his net worth. 2, to build his influence. If you remember, Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post for a lot of money way back when, but if you are paying attention to what Elon Musk is doing, is he is trying to buy the largest social media platform. And then, since the founder is leaving and the founder doesn't even agree with the board of directors, he's trying to get rid of them. He is doing a hostile takeover or a company flip. This has been going on for years and years and years. And the reason why he's doing it is because he believes this is a broken company that he can fix. Period, end of story. And that he can capitalize on that broken company by replacing the board, changing the company's philosophies to free speech, to an edit button, to all of these things to make Twitter what he calls the quote unquote town square, town hall, town sounding place, right? So let me know, comment below, do you think he should buy Twitter? Do you think he shouldn't buy Twitter? Is the stock market fixed? Is this whole thing rigged? And is he gonna make money? Like, what does Twitter own, right? When they used to buy companies of shares, they had assets, they had real estate, they have all this stuff, but what does Twitter really own? It owns information, right? So that is what he's going to do. He is going to own all of the information, right? You guys might think Jeff Bezos has all the information, but if you really think about it, who's got the second or first most information? If you own a Tesla, he knows everything about you. If you were on PayPal, he knows everything about you, what you're buying, what you're seeing, what you're doing. And if he owns Twitter, he knows what your thoughts are, he knows what your opinions are, and he knows exactly how to market to you, okay? So here's the biggest thing. Here's the whole takeaway from this thing. A, number one, what he is doing is completely legal. B, what he is doing, he believes he can win. And I hope to hell he wins. I hope he takes this company, and I hope he fires everybody on the board, and I hope he does completely what he wants to do. Because let's be honest, folks. Who do you want running the company? I don't care which company it is. Do you want Elon Musk or a bunch of board members who don't know jack squat? Do you want a guy who builds rocket ships and figures out how to make them reusable to send them into space? Or do you want some other guy who's making $3 million to be on the board? Or do you want Elon Musk, the guy who changed the entire landscape of the automobile industry? He changed the entire landscape of that industry single-handedly by going and inventing the Tesla, right? Do you want him running a company like this, or do you want some other no-name nobody who hasn't done anything? You want Elon Musk. We all know that. Elon Musk is, like, if he could be president, we would elect him president, right? He can't be president, so you might as well allow him to run Twitter, all right? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think about what's going on with Twitter right now. Let me know what you think about the poison pill. And let me know by sharing this video with a friend, by subscribing to this video, and by liking this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.